Free throw good. That's a three-point play. Kevin Lugoff, for all the shots he made, he also made a tremendous pass late in the game last night. Shades of that on that play to Graves.
Just this Broncos team, this Broncos offense is so efficient. They share the basketball. They really do a great job of trying to draw to it. If you get two to the ball, they're going to find their teammate.
Chenti shoots a three. Off rim. Rebound. Graves snatches it down. Jerry Darlin almost just fumbled it out of bounds. He's going to shoot the three. That one's short. And Grant Foster could not grab the rebound. Zags fans thought he got shoved. No whistle. Graves trying to drive against Ike. Man, physical defense there. Shot clock down to 7. Mahi turns baseline. Tough shot goes down.
Mahi does such a good job on those drives where he gets to the block area or just off the block and absorbing the contact from the defense and then spinning off with a little bit of a fadeaway.
Ike one-on-one against Graves. Well, these two are going at it. Ike passes in a Chenti. Count the basket and
offensively. And you have no awareness of where your man is, and they cut in front of your face. It's going to be a layup.
Braden Smith in for Gonzaga for the first time. Hammond back in for Santa Clara. Hammond off to a nice start. Finds his teammate in the corner. That three no good. And out of bounds again off Gonzaga. Three missed by the freshman KJ Cochran.
Really good job on the glass right now for Santa Clara early. They've got to be able to maintain this. They're +4 on the glass already. You have 7 second chance points, make it 9.
Wow, Zags just fell asleep on the inbound pass. Great look. The easy two.
9-0 in second chance points. And Broncos have as many second chance points as Gonzaga has total points in this game.
That's pretty amazing. Skip pass. Grant Foster drives. Finds Ike. Blocked. That one out of bounds off of Santa Clara.
It's another great year. I mean, we've talked about a lot of great teams in college basketball. Zags are 29-3. And we hardly talk about them leading into the NCAA tournament on the national level.
29-3. They win this title game tonight. It's their 30th win. A three from Grant Foster.
Well, if he's making those shots, they will win the championship. I mean, just not a three-point shooter.
Francis Chukwu-Dabo is in. The big man with Oboye now with a couple of fouls. In Las Vegas, the championship game in the West Coast Conference. Santa Clara off to a great start. Here come the Zags down by just 2. Broncos have led by 8 in the early minutes of this one.
But you know that the Zags are coming. So you've got to just get off to a good start. You got to weather the storm, weather their runs. You've got to stay true to the defense and how you want to play. And what you have to stop doing is fouling.
It's incredible how frequent Santa Clara is committing fouls. They did it last night, and they're doing it again tonight.
KJ Cochran has played 2 minutes worth of basketball, has 2 fouls, a missed shot, and didn't communicate on a back screen and gave up a dunk on an out-of-bounds play.
Just a freshman, but some ragged moments in this championship game.
You got to come in, you got to make an impact in the game, and you got to do so in a positive fashion.
Davis Fogle, a freshman who's been very positive for the Zags. Grant Foster. And that's that in Las Vegas, but the front end missed by Grant Foster. It is a weakness for Gonzaga. They are not a great free throw shooting team. Ensminger, he's got the point guard trying to guard him. Ensminger, though, kicked it out. Mahi, high arcing three. Tip up by Graves. Rebound Ike. Grant Foster and Chenti runs the floor. Misses the layup. Fogle there. He gives it up. And then Graves steals it away.
Graves so good and active on the defensive end of the floor. Averages about 2 steals per contest. Mark Few, what he tells it like reminds him of Anton Watson's ability to just actively poke the ball away as frequently as Anton did, who was a great player for the Zags.
High praise. One of the great defensive players in the history of Zags basketball. Ike swats Hammond with 9 on the shot clock.
Graham Ike just tracking him down, doing a great job, not fouling. showing his hands to the official, and then making the play as soon as the ball got exposed.
All those fouls on Santa Clara. Zags have only committed 2 fouls. Trying to get it in. They couldn't do it. So that's a turnover for the Broncos. Still lead by 2 about halfway through this first half, showing some pressure again.
And kind of token pressure to want to slow down the offense for the Zags, force them to initiate their offense a little bit later and try to take away some of their action where they can get Graham Ike in space and alone on an island on the block. We haven't seen Graham Ike really dive and then duck in.
And Chente tried to flip it to Ike. Graves was there again. Man, he's just got a knack for that. Another steal for Santa Clara. Hammond. Napper 3. Short. Fogle snatches it. Here goes Fogle. And flipped it up. Blocking foul.
Fogle has been a guy that Mark Few has had to lean on. And, we haven't talked about Braden Huff, but you're trying to replace an 18-point-per-game scorer that shoots 66% from the field. And Davis Fogle doesn't have to make up all of it, but they certainly need his offense. He's a confident young freshman.
Another missed free throw for Gonzaga. So just the 2. Mahi dribbled it out of bounds. Man, that is sloppy. Gonzaga, they've dominated so many opponents in this league. It's surprising that Santa Clara, it's been so lopsided. 55 meetings, 4 wins for the Broncos. 51-4 going back.
I mean, you can look at
25 years.
Look at the cheat sheet and try to figure it out. I mean, they dominated this conference for a long period of time.
And Santa Clara find a way to get a breakthrough win. Smith 3 in and out.
Graves has done a great job in this game. I mean, he came out ready to score offensively, but he is battling on the boards. He's created a couple of turnovers. The freshman is ready for this championship game.
Ensminger against Smith. He's got to make Gonzaga pay for that matchup. He did with the pass.
And it's Graves. He doesn't need a lot of space. He gets his feet set, and he lets it rip. What a first half. 9 points, 5 rebounds, 3 of 3 shooting, and 2 steals.
Yeah, all kinds of steals, deflections. Grant Foster elevates, hits another 3.
We've been talking all season long about trying to bait. Teams want to bait tie on Grant Foster into shooting 3s. But tonight he's knocked down a pair of them.
And Lugoff had a tough shooting start for last night's Santa Clara hero. Here's Graves along the baseline against Ike. Working his way closer.
That's a foul.
Yeah, and Ike just shoved him.
That's a foul.
Finally, they called a foul. There were about
9 made field goals.
Freshman of the year in the league. 6th man of the year in the league. First team all conference coming off the bench. Pretty good year.
Very good year.
Hammond finds Graves. Well, they left him open again. 3, no good. Long rebound, Napper. Hammond will try. He rushed that one. And the air ball goes out of bounds.
And again, the number of offensive rebounds that we've seen already in this game, kind of astounding. You would not have predicted 8 offensive rebounds for Santa Clara here in the first half.
That'll be concerning for Mark Few.
The extra possessions be the difference maker at the end of the night.
Cochran into the passing lane, comes up with a steal. Napper pulls up for 3 in transition. Wow.
I think that was a poor decision. He had numbers, could have got a layup.
Now Worley goes all the way and missed it. Oh my goodness. Graves just took a shot on his knee. He's hurting a little bit.
Clara, they're going to need more out of him as this game goes along.
I will never, just one little opinion, I'll never understand that we got a 4-on-2. Let's shoot a 3. Ensminger shoots a 3 and it's perfect.
5-on-5, you good with that one?
I'm totally good with that one.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I thought Napper should have given that ball up, and they should have tried to apply pressure at the rim.
Sansukari drains the answer.
The Zags not a great 3-point shooting team on the season, doing really well early in this game. 50% of their makes have been from deep.
Oboye, the big man. Whew. Air ball.
Herb Sendek says, why? He goes, not that one. He literally said, not that one. We don't need that one.
early in the shot clock. Just came back in the game. He's got 2 fouls with Graves out. Graves looks like he's running back to the bench. It seems like he's okay. Napper steals it away.
This Broncos defense has been opportunistic.
They are aggressive. Some of that, the foul. Mario Sansupari, the freshman, who, as the years gone on, doesn't happen often for Mark Few's teams, has taken the role as the lead point guard in his first year. Hammond against Fogle. Good defense there, and he made the shot anyway.
What a first half for Hammond. He's up to 10 points now.
Yeah, I think he's played great.
He needed him to bounce back. You need your stars in a championship game. Your stars need to be there. So far early, Graves and Hammond have shown up really strong for Santa Clara.
That's a reach around, though. Hammond gets called for the foul.
And on those driving lanes, they get into rotations, and Grant Mike would dominate. They've done a much better job of forcing them to shoot 3-point shots. A lane violation is going to give another free throw here. But to Coach's point, shrinking the floor. And baiting them into 3-point shots. What does that mean? They're gapping up. They're giving space, saying, hey, that's the shot we're going to give you. And when your opponent takes the shots that you're giving them, that's usually a good sign for your team.
Fogle took advantage of the second opportunity and makes the front end of the 1-and-1.
Got to stop fouling, though.
Yeah. Big issue for Santa Clara again tonight. From here on out, it'll be double bonus for the final 3+ minutes of this first half championship game. Fogle way short.
Well, the free throws not going down early for Gonzaga. Below 50% down the game. 3 of 7 from the free throw line.
It's like they watched Santa Clara last night and thought, well, maybe we'll do that ourselves. Graves, great catch. That could have easily been a turnover. Hammond 3. No. And the point guard, Lugoff. Offensive rebound. And what a finish by Hammond.
Off of the offensive rebound. 9 offensive rebounds. 11 points scored off of those offensive rebounds.
Santa Clara returns the favor with a missed free throw. But they lead by 7. Ike, again, just hasn't been able to get even shot attempts off.
He's not getting to his spot.
Smith drives. Foul.
Spot a little bit. You work early and another missed free throw. Insane. But Alan Graves is doing a really good job defensively, meeting Graham Ike early and not allowing him to get deep.
Hammond, he's feeling it.
So is Graves.
3, no. Darlin, offensive rebound. Part of the story of this half. Lugoff, who was spectacular last night, has been very quiet on the offensive end. Ensminger with Smith guarding him. And he almost traveled. Hammond threw up an air ball. Here come the Zags running. Worley in the open court dunks it down.
A good job taking the air ball and getting 2 in transition, playing in front of the defense. And part of the good offense for Santa Clara, the second chance points have allowed them to set their defense and take the Zags out of transition.
Worley hounding Hammond. Darlin elevates for a 3. Too strong. Gavaluga taps it to Hammond. Now a 3. Left side is good.
And Mark Few is calling a timeout because he is tired of watching the Broncos to get the loose ball. Excellent job defensively, understanding the assignment and what you're asked to do.
Every coach wants a guy like him. Tyon Grant Foster off the inbound.
Every coach wants a guy like him, especially tonight.
So aggressive.
And he applies pressure on the interior of your defense. 14 points.
Hammond, Ike came out to help. Hammond's got Ike on him. Now Graves against Fogle. Santa Clara might like that matchup. Fogle, though, knocked it away. A very rare turnover for Graves. Sansupari along the baseline. Back up top. Ike can make that 3. Good!
Kennel South coming alive.
Ike moving his feet against Hammond. Great defense. Shot clock down to 5. Mahi Gets one off. No. Graves high, out of bounds, and a foul. They're going to call Ike.
Hammond on that possession after the switch.
Really impressive. He's got 3 fouls now, though. A little trap in the corner. Somehow Santa Clara got out of there. Cochran, that's a tough shot, and it goes.
So confident in that shot. I mean, just a really good job. Again, how he started versus how you're trying to finish the game. He has really relaxed, and a big shot in a big moment for Santa Clara.
Grant Foster, he was dying to go downhill there, gave it up. Fogle drives. Back to Ike.
Gotta stay down. Good job by Graves, having discipline defensively.
Saint-Exupéry off the iron. Innocenti, offensive board. Fogle 3. Good!
That is the first lead of the night for the Gonzaga Bulldogs.
Good defense. Lugoff, who just hasn't gotten going on the offensive end. Little shimmy move. Missed the shot, though. Grant Foster rebound. Rags want to run. Edsbinger cut him off. Grant Foster pass deflected and stolen. Big time intensity in this game right now. Pass, Mahi, shot fake, 3, good.
Excellent shot fake. Innocenti slid over to try to take away the 3 for Graves as he popped out. And that forced a longer run out, and he left his feet, and Mahi just stepped to the open spot and got set.
Fogle, they're using him as a ball handler some of these last few possessions, doing a good job.
How good is this?
Really good game. Championship caliber game. Cochran, nice play on the ball, couldn't quite steal it away. Fogle, shot clock under 10. Driving middle, hangs, no. Ike puts it back in to tie it once again. He's everywhere right now.
And he's perfect from the field, up to 13 points now for Graham Ike.
Lugoff trying to get free. Saint-Exupéry's just been hounding him all game. Great defense. Outlet. Fogle tried to dish it to Ike. Grant Foster. Ball movement on the perimeter. Fogle drives again. Saint-Exupéry. No. Mahi. 3-on-2. Santa Clara, though, is going to back it out.
And good decision that time. Mahi wasn't necessarily in attack mode when he caught the ball. His back was essentially to the basket.
Nice pass. Cochran 3. No. Ike comes away with it. Outlet. Saint-Exupéry got blocked from behind, but a foul.
In confidence.
That one rims
Missed
out.
free throws aren't helping, though. I mean, they have struggled at the free throw line this evening.
Big time. And it is a weakness of this team. It's not like this is the first time it's happened.
There's something to think about in March, dude. When some of those games get tight in March, you start missing those free ones. As SVP says, make your fouls.
It's simple, but it's so true. Hammond into the lane. That was a tough one. Aboye knocked it back. Cochran in the corner. That cut off baseline. Little baby hook, no good. Outlet. Innocenti. Shot fake. No. Missed opportunity for Gonzaga.
They've missed a couple of those tonight out in transition that they normally finish.
Graves on the floor right now.
Good thing to remind everybody, this is Gonzaga's second game in a row.
Boy, a block by Ike. Wow, what a block. Grant Foster scores. Saint-Exupéry. 2 players down for Santa Clara. Fogle will go to the free throw line.
That three-point line and look to cast. His team runs to that line and then looks to drive immediately on the catch and apply pressure to the rim.
Herb Sendek immediately sends Graves, Gavalugov, and Mahi back in the game.
But one of the things I was going to point out right before the block was this tournament format's a little bit different. Zags playing back-to-back nights. This is the 3rd game in a row for Santa Clara, and it's a 7-0 run right now for the Gonzaga Bulldogs. Santa Clara needs to breathe.
You mentioned the 3 games in 3 days. I think it's a good point. So they have the energy left. They need more from this guy. He was the hero last night. He throws a whoa, boy,
oh my goodness,
over the rim. Whoa.
He was looking down at the rim.
His eyes look down through the hoop. That's about as high as you'll ever see anybody jump.
I want to stop at your play.
Saint-Exupéry says no stoppage.
And he doesn't apologize for it.
No. He's played great. 13 points, but has hounded Santa Clara on defense as well.
Well, and the big part of that is his ability to make shots. I mean, that's why he's out there. He can really shoot the ball. And sometimes he's a little streaky. But tonight, 4 of 9 from deep.
Santa Clara needs more from this guy, Graves. Spin move baseline. Nice touch off the glass.
How much fun. This game has lived up to what you and I talked about this morning at breakfast, what we thought it could be.
Yeah. And you watch Santa Clara play tonight against this level of effort from Gonzaga, and it's clear they look the part. This is a tournament team, no matter what happens with the final score.
Can't lunge and reach there, though.
Fogle, down low to Ike. That was a good pass from Fogle.
I think he was throwing that one to Tyler Grant Foster for a lob and just came up short, and Ike took it and scored.
Ike didn't get enough shots in the first half.
He's going to get greedy with it.
He's got 15, hasn't missed a shot from the field. Steal attempt and loose ball. Santa Clara keeps it.
Santa Clara trailing, not just at the offensive end, but what he's been able to do at the defensive end, staying attached, has been unbelievable.
I mean, even there, he would not let Gavalugov catch it off the inbound pass. Gavalugov is 1 for 7 from the field. Nice pass. Mahi 3, way short. Gavalugov hustles, grabs the offensive rebound. Mahi was wide open there. Santa Clara's going to have to make some of those. Graves. Bounce pass, not a great one. Stolen by the Zags. Fogle back to Saint-Exupéry. 3, good!
Now he's the MVP of the game so far tonight. The 5 made 3-pointers, and we talked about Santa Clara's need to own the 3-point line. They are losing the 3-point battle.
Here's one, too strong. Hammond follow, no. Oboye had a hand on it, out of bounds off of Gonzaga. He's played great.
They're just so in control in the big moment. Having himself a good time.
A little Prince, and he wears his emotions on his sleeve, whether he's crashing into cheerleaders or making big threes. Inbound play. Gavalugov got by Ike. Hits just his 2nd shot from the field in this game.
They're going to need a lot more of that in the final 6 minutes from him.
Broncos have led most of the way. They're down 7, though. Under 6 to play. Can Santa Clara make a push here? Fogle's played well. Looks poised on the big stage. And Chenti over to Fogle. Shot clock winding down. That one off to the side. Gets the offensive rebound, though. And Foster goes baseline, got fouled by minutes in the 2nd half.
8 points, 4 rebounds, all of those coming really in the 2nd half of this game.
Grant Foster Off the inbound pass. Tough move, but didn't finish.
I think you got to pick up the tempo a little bit. The defensive transition and the length on the perimeter is bothered Santa Clara.
Hammond, he dropped. Fogle as the press breaker. It's a little wrinkle.
Mark Few always have been comfortable with bigger players bringing the ball up the floor. A Fogle's skill set, though, he's got great versatility.
Superi passed up the three. Skip pass stolen by Mahi. Great anticipation. Mahi will shoot the three in transition, and it was way short. Now Gonzaga has the advantage. Three coming. Another one.
Questions about can the Zags make enough three-point shots to win games in the NCAA tournament if the team can take away their interior presence.
He's made 6 of them himself tonight. Graves off the inbound pass, gave it up. Ensminger three. That one short off the front iron. Rebound knocked out of bounds, and they'll say Santa Clara keeps it.
And Ty and Grant Foster was leaking out a little bit, and Graham Ike reminded him, you got to come back and get that possession there.
Broncos, a lot of chances. They're just not making three-point shots, and a lot of them have been open. Might need a few from this guy down the stretch. Can he be a hero again? Trying to find room. Long three. Good!
And that was very similar to the shot that he hit against Dent last night to ice the game. The Broncos needed that one in a big way.
Back down to 5 with under 4 to go.
Sasha's got 5 points in the last minute and a half of this game.
And we know they can come real fast with him. Fogle got it back from Ike. 3 left side. Rebound Ike. Fogle gets the carry, flips it up and in.
That's just incredible. The consistency of this program and how players step up in this moment.
The only thing that Fogle's done wrong tonight is miss free throws. He's had a great game, and Gonzaga as a whole has had a hard time at the line.
Fogle's on pace to potentially have a triple-double. He's got 10, 7, and 6. He's got to go to work here in the Final Four to get there, but it's been a great game.
Santa Clara down by 7 with the ball. Can't waste possessions now, running out of time. Hammered against Ike. Ike, he's played great defense in those switch situations.
That's off.
A heave off the iron. Loose ball. Grabbed by the Zags.
It wasn't close.
It really wasn't. Not a good possession for Santa Clara. Superi has really dominated that matchup. All the headlines were Gavalugov from his performance last night. Fogle drives. Fogle dishes. One freshman to another. Not this time. Santa Clara.
Got to play with pace.
They do.
They got to attack right away. Try to see if they can get 2 to the ball and then kick.
He drives. Ike just stayed with him. Wouldn't let him get a shot off. Bounce pass. Graves could barely handle it. Mahi comes up short. Well, Santa Clara's offense has dried up. Grant Foster steps through, reverses it in. It's been the defense for the Zags. Hammond wasn't even looking at the basket. Somehow made the shot. Timeout Santa Clara with 1:38 to go.
Beat Kentucky, beat UCLA. Now some of those wins maybe not look as good as they thought they were going to be potentially on paper, but this team has continued to morph throughout the course of the year. They've dealt with some injuries and had to figure out how to change up their style, and they've really leaned into their defense.
I'm surprised Santa Clara wasn't fouling, especially Fogle struggled at the line, and Ochenti passes it out.
Not too late to foul, obviously.
Yeah. Fogle drives. Fogle lays it in! Oh, what a move! This guy's a stud. The two freshmen tonight for the Zags. Like a different level of upside for this team with these two playing like this. 10-point lead. Just over a minute. Santa Clara having a hard time getting a shot off. That three in and out. Grant Foster rebound. And now the celebration can start here in Las Vegas.
It's fitting. It really is for Gonzaga and Mark Few's program.